Alright. Here is one of the best made, and one of a kind, by the way. Notice how the the dots don't stop. They keep going on the pickups. Only one. This is a one of a kind. It is beautiful, and it plays great. I've got no, I don't. I have Seymour Duncan JB and Super Distortion, or Distortion. So here it is. I'm gonna play a little something. First, I should have warmed up because I haven't played so damn long. My fingers are all messed up from doing exercises. Finally doing real physical therapy after all these damn years after that friggin' accident. And the album, Fatal Attraction. Will be called Immortal, and it'll be out hopefully next month. It's a business card or a card. Every one of you that buys the album or buys the CD from F&A Records will get one of these with all the information. But the album cover is just mock-up, is just finished. I saw it last night. It's freaking cool, man. It is so freaking. I want to see, make sure we're in focus and not out, so I look all fuzzy. It probably looks better that way, but I want you to see the guitar good. Look at that thing. It's such a bitchy guitar, and the guy that built it, he just like, nah, this isn't what I was going for, so I'm just going to sell you the body and the neck for like nothing. And I put the Kaler on it because I got a bunch of Kalers. I bought up like 6 or 7 of them. I love them. And then I put these pickups in. There you go. So of course, the only fake dots are the dots on the pickup. Now the black, I think I told you the story. I just put Jackson on to mess with people. And Grover doesn't care. The black is because the guy that was making it was taking the pictures from the Diary of a Madman tour, and that's when Sharon, the bitch Osborne, had Randy put black grip tape and Rudy on the backs of their guitars so they can hold them, you know, backwards, and they couldn't see them before they came out on stage, so they would kind of just appear. I guess anybody that ever went to those shows would remember that. It was a cool effect, but the bad part was Randy was pissed off. He was just getting pissed off at everything. But once he got on stage, you wouldn't know it because he was just friggin' tearing that damn stage up. Gosh. I've been listening to some of the solos on YouTube that have been coming out. I mean, there's people are like finding stuff, finally, that I've known for years, but they're actually being cleaned up, you know. People got Pro Tools, they know how to use it. So, stuff is coming out, and it's sounding 10 times better than when I would get it on a tape. I mean, I got one straight, it was second generation bootleg right off the friggin', and it's everywhere now. I told the guy, I got this from a guy that gave this to Mrs. Rhoads. She gave me a copy. She said, please don't spread this around. I want just for the fans. I gave this to a guy about 10 years ago, this lying bastard I met on mp3.com when I was selling CDs off of that. And got a few royalty checks. Not as much as I hope to make off this next one. And everybody's got it. It's everywhere. It's the only one. It's the soundboard one. And when there's certain parts, when he goes into solos or does something with the bar, you'll hear it like open up and it'll be stereo all of a sudden. That's mine. So, anybody that likes that, you're welcome. That's mine. And it's not my... If it was my way, no one would have it, but maybe it's better. Everybody needs to hear what Randy did because it was too short, and he was incredible. Always will be. Did I tell you that I cut this finger off? Boop! So it's all numb. So I got a similar thing to Tony Iommi, but I can't feel it. I still have my fingertip. I just can't feel anything. So it's the weirdest thing. I do these weep, but I can't. Because I used to go whoop, but now I'm trying to do it with my third finger. And very common lick by your Randy, so here I want to throw that in. It's do, I'm going to play a solo, and if it's any good, they're actually going to try to take it off this this video and put it on to the song. So I got to shut this TV up so I don't have any background, but I'm sure they can take care of that. The guy that's mastering these is really good. He does a great job. He knows what he's doing. He's probably a 10-year-old kid, but whatever, he does a great job. Alright, so I'm going to just play a little bit of the song. It's called I Know What I Want, and this will be the solo, I hope. I'll do 2 takes. That sucked, huh? Oh, God, I haven't played so long. Oh, in case anybody's watching, I am forming Fatal Attraction. Trey Valentine is going to be the singer. I will be the bass player. I thought I had a drummer. I can't get hold of him. So, I need a Tommy Lee type guy. I want someone that will look good as a vampire. I'm still not decided on whether I'll throw on a black wig or not. I'll try both ways. I like hair, because when I'm playing I like to see the hair fly, but if it's a wig, it's kind of, well, Kiss does it. I mean, you know Kiss does it. You do know that Gene and Paul wear wigs, right? Okay. And someone else in Guns N' Roses wears a lot of, not his hair. It's been for years now. Because we all went to the same place. It was called Rock Hair Magic, or whatever. Michael Angelo Batillo went to the same place. Singer in one of my bands, same place. Drummer, same place. Guys in Guns N' Roses, same place. I could name off half the bands, you know. I didn't. I had all my hair. And then at the very end it started going, so I got a little teeny patch kind of weaved in so I could make it full and still stand it up. And then in 95 I just shaved it off. I said it's done, it's over. So I shouldn't have shaved it off. I should have just kept it and then kept putting fake hair on, but then I'd be like Paul. Because Paul went bald in 80. He was bald in 84. And I remember there's one video when he's coming back in one of the gay Animal Eyes albums or whatever. Some video, and he's got a backlight, and it looks like he's got spider webs coming out of his head. And I'm like, oh, Paul. And then the next thing, when Kiss reformed, he had the thickest flipping, even in Revenge, on the Revenge tour, just hair. More hair than he'd ever had in his life. And he had a lot of hair in the 70s. So, hair comes and goes. And when it goes, it doesn't come back. Except for on your back. So I'm going to try that one more time. Hard to do. I'm trying to hear it in my head and I can't. This is how it is, especially when you're doing it and the band is not here and you're trying to do it like this. Sloppy. You don't do it on the video. I should be recording it on my. I'm going to try to actually put this onto my 8-track digital, and then who knows what I'm going to do. I might just send it to go, dude, check it out on YouTube. Is that close enough? See if he can pull it off, because he's actually pulled stuff off and they mixed it in and all that stuff. It's amazing how you can do. I mean, they're in they're in Madison, Tennessee, the studios and the record company. The singer's in Reno. I'm here in Burbank, and that's it. Everybody else can go fuck a duck. I said ride a truck. So now I'm just going to mess around. Just to get... pisses me off to no end. I wanted this carbon copy damn thing, this MXR thing, and now they put they added something to it that I have to get it. It is bitchin'. I've heard it. It not only pretty much emulates a Echoplex, but it's got one of those little buttons, and when you hit that, it does a frequency. So it'll go wee, or it'll be like an octave divider while it's doing the echo. Oh man, I can't even find it. I don't even know where it is. You guys just look at this beautiful guitar that no one else has in the world, only me. Not too bad. I don't think so, because I'm the one that deserves it. Wait a minute, does anybody sign this one? Maybe this one will be Kelly Rhoads. I think I'm going to have Kelly, this will be the Kelly Rhoads one. The white one, I'm going to save for Grover Jackson, if he really wants to sign that. It's an 84 San Dimas, a white, you've seen it. If not, go to Michael Douglas Skewes, S-K-E-W-E-S, on Facebook. You can go through the pictures and you'll see my 84 white San Dimas Randy Rhoads model with this painted on the body, and it's white with black polka dots, and it's 84, so it's really rare. And this guy just like, dude, you can't let anything happen to this, blah 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 blah, and I want to see it, I want to do all this to it. So I'm like, okay, so I'm getting it out of the case, and I drop it and break the friggin' headstock. I think that's stupid. So he said he'll fix it, but will he just fix it, or do I need to pay him money? Because I'm not the millionaire I was not a couple of years ago. I was making so much money, and I was putting it away so my stupid ex-wife wouldn't know about it. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's why I bought all that shit. I mean, all the guitars and all the recordings, I was going to go back into it. I didn't get it from the Medi-Cal. All the Medi-Cal went to medical. I'm a mess. Friggin' accident kicked my ass. Where is that echo thing? Well, next time, kids. So, that's a couple of takes. Very sloppy and bad, but it'll have to do. Tell me what you think. Don't remember, Fatal Attraction, Immortal, the album, it's coming out. And it will be out as an album, too. Look at this sucker. Isn't it just bitching? It's just bitching all over. There's the jack. This where it should be. The only thing is this, and I think personally, he would have put that on because his #1 student was Craig Turner, who I also took lessons from. And he was friends with the guy that invented this Kaler. And he had like the 2nd Kaler, and I had the 5th Kaler ever made, put on my white bullet hold custom made Sandoval thing. Actually, what I did, it's not really even a Sandoval. I bought a Mighty Mite body, I bought a 78 Fender neck, I bought Super Distortion, PAF, this, I said put it together. So we put it together. So that's my Sandoval. I can't remember the guy who did this, but he did an amazing job. I need to find out so I can put his name out there because he's really good. Really, really good, I think. And that's all, boys and girls. Wish there was more girls than boys, but remember, I need a guitarist. He needs to at least kind of be... He's got to have that Randy Rhoads feel. I'd like him to look kind of like Randy. I'm old, so don't worry about it. I'll look fine with makeup. Look at Nicky. Well, Nicky sold his soul, so he's going to look fine always. Not really. It's all that heroin. It either kills you or it makes you look good forever. And, so I need a guitarist and a drummer. Fast. Because me and the singer are going to play shows. We've already got some booked. We're going to be playing in LA, all around the country. Texas, Nevada, you know, you might play Reno since Trey's up there and he's a DJ. Vegas. There's a lot of stuff. The guy, head of F&A Records, Steve, he's just a thinking. He's a good guy, and he's working with me. I mean, we wanted this album out in like a month. That was in October of last year, and we're still working on it, but we're this close. I mean, we were ready to wrap it up, and then I was talking to the singer Trey, and he goes, "Dude, I got a copy of Immortal." This song Immortal Y that we used to sing. It kind of starts off slow, almost Pink Floyd sounding, which is really weird because I hate Pink Floyd. And then it goes into a heavy, you know, grinding thing. Because this is when the girl, he was singing to the girl he just ripped the heart out of, or bit her neck, or stabbed her, or slit her throat, or whatever the heck he did. We mixed it up. And then he'd sing to her, and then the two roadies would come, throw her in the coffin that was on the stage, shut the coffin. She would change in the coffin into a vampire-like suit, sexy, because she came up as like a virgin, put on all the makeup, shove the teeth in there, and get her bottle of blood, and then when she came out, she had blood for us all to drink. And we all drank the blood, and then spit it all over the friggin' audience. It wasn't this like Gene all over himself. We let the audience have the blood, and it was sticky, gooey, red. It looked horrible. So I just went all over the. Oh, it was great. We had a great show, man, and it's coming back. Fatal Attraction, buddy. The original Hollywood vampires, the original kings of the Sunset Strip. Don't say tough. You know, these friggin' Brent's band, Wild Side, that played, twice on the friggin' Strip. We sold out the whiskey Halloween night. We went on at midnight, 1990. It was so crowded. And in October, it was freezing outside. It was so crowded, I thought we were going to pass out. I had to rip off my leather jacket. I was dying. But I've got one picture of it. And I think it's up on the website. It's when Trey's singing. You can see Johnny, and I'm over in the corner just like this, looking cool, but ready to friggin' fall on my face. But until I got my jacket off and gloves, and I felt a lot better. And I was able to finish. But that was packed. It was friggin' packed. They said they hadn't had a band sell out the whiskey like that in years, since Crew. And we had all the bands there. Bullet Boys were there just to watch. Wasp. What's that other guy? Well, whoever. There was a few people out there. There was a bunch. I mean, everybody was there to see us. And we kicked ass. It was so great. I wish somebody would have taped it. I think Whiskey taped it, but we don't have a copy. And Johnny Crystal, Johnny Crypt, whatever you want to go by, Gene McGurr, whatever the hell your name is, dude, I need a copy of that Troubadour show where we stabbed the missionary. This would fit in with the Mormon thing. I'm Mormon, but we had a Mormon missionary going back and forth saying, you know, repent, repent. And he was my friend. He just got back from a mission. And he runs up on stage. He's got the sign, repent, repent. Trey's looking at him like, what? So he takes the sign, breaks the stick, and then shoves it into his chest, and blood just shot out. We had a blood bag this big. And he's like, ah! And he kept hitting it, and blood was squirting all over the people, and the girls are screaming in the front row. And so he fell head first into the girls, hoping he'd land on one of them, and he did, to break the fall. Then he's like squirming around, and then he dies. So everybody thought he was dead. The friggin' roadies came out, dragged him out the front door like they were going to beat him or just get rid of him. It was one of the best friggin' shows ever. Because the Troubadour show we got a preacher that comes up, and he's holding a Bible, preaching to Trey, and Trey pulls out a knife and chops his hand off, and then blood starts squirting out of his friggin' chopped off arm or hand, and he's like, ah, you know, blood squirting all over everybody. It was a bloody thing. It was great. So remember, Fatal Attraction is coming back from the dead, and we're better than ever. I know there's somebody else out there that used that, but buddy, we're the ones. We put on a good show. We put on a great show. You know who you are, but we were a lot better and sold out a lot more, and we didn't get ripped off and by Pretty Boy Floyd, who opened up for us at the Roxy, the same Roxy show that we used to use a chainsaw on part of the show at first. And so it was a real chainsaw, and the drummer, who was always high on coke, I won't tell which one it was, but it wasn't the last drummer, and it wasn't the deaf drummer. So someone was picking up on his girlfriend, so he turns it freaking, gets the chainsaw going, and starts chasing this guy down Sunset Strip with a chainsaw, and the guy's screaming, "No, don't kill me!" And he's like, "Fuck yeah!" And he's running after him, you know, trying to slice him up with a chainsaw. And we had to have like 10 people go after him and tackle him and take the chainsaw from him, turn it off. And the cops showed up, and they were saying, "Oh, we're filming this for a video." Except there's no cameras around. Millions of stories. In fact, I got to get back to writing the story that FNA Records is going to put out about their artist. And my story is called The Vampire and the Sea Hag. And it is so disgusting that it's not for the faint of heart. I'm telling you, the ending was horrifying, believe me, and I'm a vampire. Let's just say I got all the blood I needed the night before, or I just didn't expect it. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.